Are you struggling with math anxiety? Parents, do you have children that just panic before every test or quiz? Well, in this video series, I'm going to talk about ways to overcome math anxiety. I'll be describing tips and tricks to help anybody get over their math anxiety. Hi everyone, Terry Grigsby here. Welcome to episode 1 of my video series on overcoming math anxiety. Yes, I said you can overcome it. So the techniques and the tips and tricks I'm going to be giving you in this series are proven techniques after 30 years of being in the classroom that if you really give them a fair try, will get you over that anxiety you feel before every test and quiz. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe and also the gray bell up in the right-hand corner. That way you'll get notified when a new video drops. Okay, let's get started. Now, this first tip I'm going to give you is really near and dear to my heart. It's kind of the cornerstone of all the teaching I've done over the 30 years. Okay, so tip number 1 is positive self-talk. I'm known for being able to build confidence in my students, and this is one of the core reasons. Without this, I don't know that you'd ever get over math anxiety. So if you ever were in my class or you took a tutoring session from me, you know that I'm not afraid to cheer you on, and I will cheer you on every time you get something right or correct. This is great for an external compliment, and I love getting external compliments, don't get me wrong, but you've got to internalize this. You have to speak to yourself the same way you would hear me speaking to you. You've got to start talking positively. When you get anything correct, little or small in math, you should be cheering yourself on. So what I'm proposing to you is start well before any test or quiz, talking positively to yourself. You can significantly overcome this math anxiety if you do that. So here's what I want you to do. Every time you're working on a problem, either inside class or outside class, I want you to praise yourself every time you get something right. You don't have to do it out loud. Well, but you could. I mean, I do. When I work a problem in a class or with a student and I get it right, I cheer for myself. It kind of looks like Tiger Woods' arm pump, something like this. Yes! Even though I know how to do the math, I'm still going to cheer for myself. Well, you don't have to do it out loud physically, but you have to do it in between here. You have to say it to yourself, and you have to mean it. This is so important because every time you're giving yourself a mental high five, you're setting in your brain a positive reinforcement for getting the math problems right. And that has to build your confidence. And the more times you do that in your brain, the more when it's time to show that same skill on a test, your brain will be conditioned to think positively when they see that particular problem. You may be saying to yourself, yeah, but I'm really bad at math. I don't think I'll ever have any chances to positively reinforce myself. But you're wrong. I've never met a student that couldn't do math. So even if it's not the whole problem right, there's usually some piece of the problem that you are getting right. And on that piece, I want you to cheer for yourself. Even if it's just multiplying 2 numbers together on the side and getting it right, well, cheer for yourself. Why not? I still do that too when I do a side calculation like that. Let's think about this in terms of sports because they have to practice a lot just like we have to practice a lot in math. So Stephen Curry is like this awesome 3-point shooter in the NBA. Do you think he kicks himself every time he misses a shot? No way, he does not do that. Do you think he praises himself every time he gets a shot right? Yes, he does. You should watch him sometime because every time he makes a 3-point shot, he does congratulate himself. And that's what I want you to do. So in other words, Stephen Curry doesn't promote the negative self-talk. He doesn't go to a shot and say, oh, I wonder if I'm going to make this shot. I don't know. I probably will miss it. No, he doesn't ever do that. He practices enough and builds up that positive self-talk that when he's getting ready in that jump shot, he knows he's going to make it every time. And that's what you have to build up in yourself so that when you try a math problem, you don't go, oh, I don't think I can do it. You cannot talk to yourself that way. You want to do enough practice of that self-talk that when you start a problem, you're saying, I know I can get this right. If I work hard enough at it, I will get this right. And I'm telling you, that's more positive reinforcement that will just build itself up and up and up. You'll see your confidence start to grow. And when you hit that quiz and test, again, you're not going to have a negative association when you start to do the work. You're going to be thinking, your brain's going to be conditioned to think anyway, I'm going to get this problem right because I remember when I got it right all those other times and I cheered for myself. You can do this math. I know that at the depths of my soul that you can do this math. So get out there and crush the math, build those positive reinforcement, and go after that math till when you sit down to take a test or a quiz, you are in command, not your emotions. If you have had experience with math anxiety and you've been able to overcome it and you have some great story to tell us, can you put it in the comments down below? Because we can all learn from what you know in there, and we'll all read the comments. I'll read the comments. I love hearing that. That's it for today, but stay tuned. I'm going to be putting up more videos on overcoming math anxiety. I want to give you all the tips and all the tricks I know because I really want to help you get over this. Okay, I'll see you next time on overcoming math anxiety. See you next time, everybody.